As studio chief, you were known to focus on the bottom line cost rather than market share, preferring to take fewer risks and make lower budget films than other studios. Why are studios doing the opposite of Sherry Lansing's philosophy today, and as a result, they're in so much trouble? Why did they learn anything from this incredible run of yours? Why are they doing opposite today?
Well, that of course I can't answer. I've been gone from the movie business for 10 years. But market share is bragging rights. Market share is a fake number that you have a certain percentage of the market. You can have huge market share and you can lose hundreds of millions of dollars. All that you really should care about is profitability. If you make a movie for $300 million and it makes $300 million, you broke even, or actually you lost money because you're not counting in marketing. So, but you got that percentage of the market share. If you made a movie for $10 million and it made 50, you made money. So I believe that my responsibility was to run a studio that was profitable. My partner, John Dolgen, believed the same, and Sumner Redstone believed the same. So we never paid attention to market share. I mean, it didn't make any difference to us. And we didn't care. What was really interesting to me is not that the studios did it, but that the press did it. Because I would say to the press, what do you care about market share? That has nothing to do with whether the movie was profitable. Let's talk about profitability. But they still do market share.
But why is studio? What do you think studio? Obviously, you've been out, but why do studios today, you think, are throwing all their eggs in one basket, or all their eggs in just a couple of baskets by spending so much money? And as you know, Steven Spielberg and other friends of yours have come out and have said this could really sink a studio if this continues on. Like what happened? What was the movie in the '80s with Chris Christopherson? What was it? Help me out here. What was
I know what you're talking about. Heaven's
that's
Gate.
it. That's it.
Gate.
Heaven's Gate.
Yeah.
What was the studio that it?
United Artists.
United Artists. What? Why? Why do you think studios are doing this
I think sadly, but it's not for me to judge.
Right.
It's one of the reasons that I don't miss
Right.
being in the movie business, and one of the reasons that I did want to stop. I think sadly, studios have become in the franchise business, in the brand business, and make movies that are that type. And if you hit it, you hit way more than the movie. You hit games and toys and T-shirts and all those things, and it's enormously profitable. If you don't hit it, you lose a ton of money. So they're playing like going to Las Vegas. They're playing for the lottery win. And then what's happened because of that, and I don't know how now you reverse the genie, what's happened is television has become phenomenal with all the outlets and dramas, and a lot of the movies that I would make would now be done on television. So you saw the Emmys, you saw Handmaid's Tale, you saw, I think it's called Big Little Lies, whatever, and you know, that subject matter I would have wanted to make into a movie. It would have been a great movie, this woman's stories. But now it's all being done on television, and funnily enough, maybe better. Because if I had to do Big Little Lies, which I loved, and it deals with domestic abuse, and it deals with female friendship, and all the things that I would have loved, I would have had an hour and 45 minutes. They had, I think, 8 hours. So you can really go into them in much depth. And I don't know how you put the genie back in the bottle. There are still, now we're starting on those months with Academy movies, so we're starting to see more character-driven movies, but they're a teeny bit of the production schedule. And the Batmans, which are very good, are a big part of the movie schedule. And so television has picked up the void, cable,
But Sherry, just taking that further, Billy, many of his great films, from The French Connection to Exorcist to Live and Die in L.A., I cannot imagine them being made by a big studio today. I could see them being made by Netflix, Amazon, Hulu, who did Handmaid's Tale, to AMC. I could see some of these others doing it today. Do you think this is what we've known as the movie business, do you think is going to be completely changed, and the movie, I don't like to even use words of trouble, but you think the relationship to the audience of the movie industry, that it turns more into a franchise industry, and where people that really like dramas, really like great scripts, go to the television
So
outlets?
I think, there'll always be a need to come out like you all are today and to have a community experience and to watch a movie. But you come out less. And so you come out for the big event film because you can't see it at home, or if you do see it, you see it on a small television screen, and it's not the same. Seeing Saving Private Ryan, which is a character big event film. Seeing
Or Dunkirk now.
Dunkirk, exactly. You have to see it. So there'll always be that. But then when you have the small movie, they have to be phenomenal to get you out, like Hidden Figures. That's a perfect example of a movie that would have been in the old days and is in the new days. And so it's so good that people pick themselves up to go see it. They're not waiting. Mostly when it's just okay, which most films are. Very few films are masterpieces, but okay is good enough. And I used to go every Saturday and Sunday. Okay, I wanted to see that movie. I wanted to see everything. But it's just okay. Now you wait until it comes on your television, or wait till it comes on iTunes and you watch it on your iPad. And I suspect that within 5 years, that's pretty bold, but I think within 5 years, everyone will have a big screen at home. Won't be expensive. It'll be like big screen television used to be so expensive. And everyone will be able to press a button, and day and date, you'll see those movies that are good, but not masterpieces. That, I don't know what's coming out, but give me some movies that's coming out, and I'm going, yeah, I'd like to see that, but no, I don't want to see it at 8:15 on Saturday, and then the parking, and then the this, and then the that. But if I could press a button, I might even pay double to see it. So I think that's the next wave.